What's up, guys? It's your girl Dad, and I'm back again with another video. First, I want to say thank you for everybody that's continuing to subscribe to my channel. Make sure that if you're not subscribed, you head on over, hit the subscribe button, because I will be doing a cash giveaway once I reach my 1,000 subscribers. Those two acrylics that I just showed you are from Not Polish, and the name word was on the bottom. So, if you didn't catch that, just scroll back and get those names if you like these colors. And I'm just showing you guys as a beginner how to apply color acrylic, or how to work with colored acrylic as a beginner. And I would say the number one thing is making sure you cap your colored acrylic with clear acrylic. And the clear acrylic I'm using today is Young Nails. That's the only clear acrylic that I do use. So the first thing that you want to do when working with colored acrylic as a beginner is make sure you're putting a nice thin layer down and you're not picking up huge beads trying to build your nail up with your colored acrylic, because you're going to waste all your product and you're going to spend a lot of money on colored acrylic. Or if you make them yourself, you're going to use a lot of your colored acrylic, and you just don't want to do that. All you need is enough to get the color all the way through where you can't see through it and it's looking patchy or whatever as far as the coloring. Once you get the color down the way that it needs to look, then just go in and build your nail up with the clear. So all I did with the yellow is, place it. I worked with 2 beads, if I'm not mistaken, and I just kind of let it flow down a little bit itself. Because one thing you want to remember when working with colored acrylic is, if you pull it down too fast and it hasn't set enough, you'll take it all off, and then it's just it's a waste. So give it time, let it set a little bit, let it run down the nail by itself, clean up those sides, and then go back in. So right now I'm just making sure that I can't see through the nail whatsoever. I want to see just plain yellow. Now when I do get that to my liking, I'm going to go to the next nail. Okay, now that I got my yellow down how I like it, I like to let that dry. I very seldom go ahead and cap immediately. I like to work with one product at a time. So if I'm working with colored acrylic, I like to work and put out a colored acrylic on a nail, and then I could put that stuff up and pull my clear out and just cap all the way through. But honestly, you can do whatever way you feel comfortable. If you feel comfortable with capping it right after you do the colored acrylic, that's fine. So for this nail, it was supposed to be all purple, but I forgot to do it that way. So it's just a little regular ombre. So when it comes to ombre, you want to put your first color down at the tip of the nail. You want to let it set all the way. You need to let it set for sure, because if you don't let it set, then that's when colors start to marble together, and that's not what you want. And then sometimes, when you ombre and both of the colors are still wet, it'll change to another color. So, just let that dry. And as you see, I went right back to that first nail and I went ahead and capped it. Now, this is what you're going to build your nail up with as far as the apex and thickness. And when you're capping your colored acrylic nail, you want to make sure that you are capping the whole entire nail and just, getting it everywhere you need to get it, so that when you start fouling, you won't foul any of your color out. And I know as a beginner, I used to do that all the time around the cuticle area. So, if you could kind of go light around the cuticle area, just foul what you need, then you should be fine. Okay, now for the ombre nail, I already let that yellow sit and dry so the colors won't mix together. Now, I know sometimes that works in your favor depending on what you're doing, but in this case, most likely not. So all I'm doing is just taking beads of the purple, placing it down on a nail, and I'm, like just pulling down or whatever. I like to work with my powders a little bit on the runnier side with ombre, just so, I won't have any crazy harsh lines or anything like that. So I wasn't really getting the good ombre that I wanted to get. So you will see me go in with more yellow and just kind of brush it up. And that's my trick that I do when I didn't perfect my ombre and I just need to fix it. I know I can't leave it. I just go in and brush the first color up and just kind of blend it. Now I'm just going to be going in with the clear acrylic, and definitely for ombre, you need to make sure that you cap it with clear acrylic. I know some people don't cap their clear acrylic, their colored acrylic, but as a beginner, I don't recommend beginners to not cap their colored acrylic, only because I heard that sometimes if you don't cap them, that'll make them fall off and break because it's just mostly like pigment and it's not really acrylic in it as much as clear or white or nude or something like that has. So I always cap for that reason alone. And then you don't want to foul out your ombre design either. After I cap my colored acrylic nails, I just go in and foul with my e-foul. Then I go in and shape, and you're good to go. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also, if you're not subscribed, please head over and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the cash giveaway that I'll be doing once I hit 1,000 subscribers. And you have a good day. Bye.